Yo, yo, yo. How goes? Yes, I've heard all of it, and I've also watched The Odyssey, in theaters a while ago. I like a lot. Sorry, my wife is like a musical fan, so I'm very familiar with a lot of musicals. I've seen like Hadestown, I've seen Wicked, I've seen a lot, so I'm very, very aware. But yes, it's very good. Like when I first heard it, I thought it was like an actual thing, but I learned it was just like the audio or whatever. Actually, let me change the beat a little bit. Yeah, we'll do this. It's fine. Okay, let's draw. What's up, Owen? How do you do, brother? I'm watching my friends play poker right now. Aren't you like 5 years old? Are your friends also like 5 years old? What's going on here? Also, are they winning? I'm helping one play because he doesn't know. Yes. Sounds like it's going well. IDK, but one guy got quad kings. Quad kings. That's crazy. Oh, I hope you guys aren't betting. Sorry, I started and I actually don't know what I want to draw yet. We'll just start with this, I guess. Something simple. They bet real money. $5 answer. Shit. Draw a crab. So let me tell you a story. I don't like crabs that much. I think crabs are like the spiders of the sea. Like crabs are weird looking and they walk weird and they're just strange and they can swim, which is really weird. Because I didn't grow up on a beach. I grew up in like the mountains. So the first time I saw a crab was on a beach, and that was the most like it was the creepiest thing I've ever saw. It looked so weird. Crabs are so strange. Like I think crabs as like an animal is kind of cool, but to see a crab out and about doing his thing, it looks awful. I hate it. And the way they how fast they move, hell no, I can't stand crabs, man. Like again, I think in isolation as like just like a study thing is kind of cool, but like I don't like looking at crabs and then like thinking about like drawing a crab. Hell no. Like that shit looks weird, man. How about you draw a crab girl and you show it to me? How about that? Hell no. Crabs are weird. And a crab girl, I don't even know what I would do for a crab girl. I do like Alaskan crab. Like to eat, crabs taste great to eat though. So if we're talking about consuming crab, I'm all about it. I guess I'm kind of crab racist. My mom's kind of homeless. Yeah. What? You guys been drawing lately? All already know the answer is no. But you guys can just lie to me. Dude, I live in a part of the city where 80%. Oh, really? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I did not grow up near the water. I grew up in the mountains. If we're talking about snow, I can deal with a lot of snow. And like hiking, I used to like hike to school and stuff. It was crazy. You've been drawing? Nice. Nice. I love it. Amazing. What you been? Have you been drawing crab ropes? I'm in. I don't know where that is. It sounds coastal though. It sounds like a seafood kind of place. Elevation training. Okay, okay, that's nice. Are you training, son? Are you winning, son? Are you like doing the damn thing or whatever? I actually I remember when I was in cross country a long time ago. I remember doing elevation training. Well, we were like in like Colorado. um, but so we did a lot of like Colorado specific training, which is crazy because when I went like to states that were like just not as high in altitude, it was wild. Like being able to like breathe extra hard. I was like, oh, y'all can like breathe down here. That's crazy. Colorado wouldn't have any of this. Barefoot 200-meter sprints? Hell no. I never done like actually it's funny because like I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and they were talking about how like we're talking like half marathons, and they were talking about like how they met a guy who like runs barefoot for the entire marathon. That's crazy. I don't like running barefoot on asphalt. Like why would I like what? What am I training my feet? Hell no. Like I don't get the advantage of running barefoot. Like I don't. Wait, what am I training here? You know, I don't think my bare feet like makes me faster. Maybe like it does like it like mentally can like gets that dog in me or whatever, but like I'm good. I'd rather just run my shoes on. I don't like that slapping of feet. You know what I mean? I play soccer for so long, my feet. I don't know. Like, can you train your feet? Like, I feel like there's only so much like like I don't know. Like, I feel like there's only so much strength your feet can have, or you're just hurting yourself. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just kind of a pussy. I don't know. I'm gonna call you Hawks because that's who you are to me. No matter how many times you change your name, I know who you are. You can't hide from me. I am the knight. Yeah, but what am I training my feet for? Like I've never I feel like my speed's never been reliant on like how strong my feet like my actual feet are. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. But maybe that's why I never become an Olympian because I don't train my feet. Maybe that's what I've been missing. Yeah, I've been holding myself back. What? That's crazy. No thanks. More power to you, man. I'm good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's just like I just don't have that dog in me or something. I don't know. I just don't see like the point. 'Cause I'm not gonna run the like Olympian like 400 with my bare feet. It's like, why am I training my bare feet? Yeah, it's crazy because like when it comes to like breaking records, when a record is made, it's kind of like okay, like no human can get faster than this, and then like in one generation, like there'll just be someone who like destroys the record. So you're just like, I guess it's like just no limit on like what humans are able to do. I guess I don't know. Yeah, and then when you see like kids like beating records that made by Olympians, all of a sudden you're just like, what kind like what's happening? The indomitable human spirit, I guess, or something. I don't know. Bro got that one for all. Just infinitely improving the skill over generations. I guess I don't know. Yeah, kids are kind of scary. No, seeing like the people who be breaking records when they're like 17 is crazy, or even when they're like 15. Like there's like some people out here like when they get started doing a sport and no one tells them like what they can and can't do, they get like they just get really, really good. It's insane. But also like everyone isn't built like that. It's good, it's good. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of like, when you look at like they're like, how did you know he's gonna be an Olympian? It's like you can tell when some people like they do stuff and like the feats they are able to achieve relatively quickly, you're like, okay, that's like an Olympian. Like when you're around certain kinds of people, you're just like, all right, I get it. Like, not that I can't do it, but like if I'm going to do it, there's people out in the world who aren't human. Like there's monsters among us, and they're usually the most nonchalant people, like the most random, like, oh yeah, I run for fun, and then like they be getting like breaking all kinds of school records, and just like what is happening? Like they like never exercise a day in their life. You're just like what? Okay, there's people out here that like they're just different. Could not tell you why, and it's not fair, but it is what it is. I do think hard work can beat talent or beat like innate like understanding, but like it's really hard. And it takes a lot of focus. But yeah, if you have a knack for something and you practice, like oh my gosh, really hard to beat. Rest in peace. So, nah, you'd be surprised, man. Generations of kids, like they can just be, they're just really good. Especially at religious schools. I don't know what they do, like I don't know what kind of like religious food they give their kids, but like just kids are really good. Every time I've done like a cross country meet, it's like always like the St. Jude's like, Christian school for whatever. Like those kids are crazy every time, without a doubt. Like, if I'm going to a track meet with a Christian school, I know I'm about to get chops. Like those kids are not regular. They got like God power. Something I'm lacking, I guess. I don't know. You'd be existing. Is that true? Yeah, I believe it. So I'm telling you, some people like they're just different. Like, like I could not tell you why. They like it's just a thing. It's just the way it is. Yeah, that's when like you just gotta be happy that you're growing at a slow speed, and like one day you'll be. No, it's not. There's nothing you could have done to be at that level that early. It's just some people are just there, and that's okay. We listen and we don't judge. You what? Just real quick. See your brother. Oh, wait, hold on, I gotta make a thumbnail real quick. I made a video, uh, but I forgot to, like, hold on. 1 second. One second. Alright, hold on. I can't think of the title. Um, oh, here we go. Hey, yeah, true. Just, I'm making a thumbnail real quick. Hold on. The title will make sense if you watch the video. I made the video, but I forgot to make the thumbnail, so I gotta upload it real fast. Alright. This is enough rage bait. Not rage bait, sorry, but this is enough clickbait. Alright. Save. Alright, good. Alright, saved. Alright, now we're going back to what we're doing. But yes, we are drawing baddies again. As we should. Alright, let me just go ahead and go here. Now we go to videos. Videos. Wait, how do I? Oh. Videos. Oh, I forgot to. Let's see. And then I need to. The story. That. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just uploading this real fast. Sec. Sorry. I'm almost done, I promise. Next. Public. And publish. Publish annually. Okay, cool. Now let's switch my concept. Almost done, I promise. Sorry, 1 second. Just post this right quick. Okay, we're good. Let me go back. Let's go back to what we're doing. Okay, we're back. What was it going? Oh yeah, you should definitely make more vids and shorts if you're trying to grow. Yeah, is it about jealousy or comparing yourself? Kind of. So yeah, I realized that like I'm good. I'm good. But I realized that my perception of art is very um it's I don't think I hate. It's not like I'm finally trying to grapple with like should I make art anymore? It's not like that. It's more of me trying to explain like I think there's a lot more than just making like being supportive and acknowledging like oh let's make cute art together. I think there's a lot of like feeling behind it. And I think there's a lot of dark feelings behind it too. And I think I'm also a bit of a nihilist by nature, like in the best way possible. Can you please drawing for me 5? Okay, just for you, Cat. I'll do it. I'll send it right to your email. Um, yeah, for me personally, art like I feel like I have a hard time being super happy all the time when I think about it. It makes me kind of frustrated because it's really hard to do, but I want to be really good at it too. So I think when I think about it, I have yeah, I got you, dog. Um, so yeah, when I think about it, I'm like, I think there's like a certain kind of like dynamic that I don't feel people talk about a lot, where it's like how frustrating it is to make art sometimes. So I want to share my feelings about like, hey, sometimes art is like annoying and hard and frustrating and like I'm using a what's it called a Hu sorry, let me say it like this. A Huion Canvas 12. It's like 6 years old. It's kind of breaking down a little bit, but it still works for me, I guess. Um, that's what I'm using currently. So it has like the screen and everything. It's not I don't have to like guess where my pen is at and stuff. I tried using like the screenless one. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I can't live like that. And I'm using Magma to draw, which is just like an online drawing program that's like free. Oh, software? Yeah, this is Magma. I use Krita when I'm like really drawing. But if I'm sketching and stuff like that, or I'm trying to make something quick, I use Krita, which is just like a free drawing website. But it's cool because like if you click the link, we can all draw on the same canvas together at the same time, so it's pretty sick. I don't remember how I found it, but it's just nice. Like it's easy to use. Like it's pretty straightforward. Like people can draw together. So I'm using like a just like a website basically. It's just nice. I mean, yeah, when I first started drawing, I literally typed free drawing software, and then Krita was the first one to come up. So I just started using Krita. I think it's fine. Like I'm not like I don't think I'm like a super like do we use Wacom here? Wacom. Just kidding. I think it's honestly just like when I first got into it, I didn't know what was what. So like whatever was cheapest and what was like available, that was like the software and the technology I was using. Uh, so that's kind of like how that works. So I honestly couldn't tell you how Photoshop and Adobe whatever how all that works. I just know that Krita is free and it's good enough. So good enough for me personally. So I really don't have like a strong opinion on like art, but honestly, like I think you can do a lot with most software. I don't really think it matters that much which one you use, unless you're doing like industry stuff. But even then, it's kind of like I think they usually prefer like Photoshop. I think, but I'm not an industry guy, so I couldn't tell you. Take my opinions with a grain of salt. But for me in my house, I definitely got distracted. Was I talking about? I think I was talking about videos, but I don't remember his question. The right color. Hue. Do you believe that it's sorry? Do you have the belief that a bad artist complains about this? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 1,000%. I think that no matter how many brush sets you have, no matter how many digital techniques you have going on, or even like you know like whatever. I think like a truly amazing artist can get a napkin and some ketchup and make amazing art. I think tools are amazing, and I think they can definitely amplify whatever skill you have. But I think that if you can't make anything like, yeah, if you can't like make stuff, like you aren't there yet. And I think that if you're saying your tools are holding you back, I think that's just another cop out excuse. Like you like, it's hard to admit, obviously, but like you kind of just have to like get past it. I don't know. Anyone that complains about the tools, I think that like it's already indicative of like you're a complainer and kind of a loser to me. Not that like it's not warranted, but like yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've seen some people make webtoons on their phone with their finger, and it looks fantastic. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if I don't think I don't like take anyone that seriously. I will admit that like it's frustrating to admit that like you're not that good yet, but it's true. Like you should be able to make whatever you want, anything you want. And yeah, obviously there's a learning curve with different tools, but like that should never be the reason why you can't make good art or whatever. I think that's just kind of a cop out. It's hard to admit. I'll give you that, but it's true. Yeah, I kind of agree. Let's talk about it. Yes, I'm saying yeah. For me personally, I think art is like some like I'm pretty emotionally consistent. Like I think I'm a very calm guy, and I don't think a lot of things get under my skin or like in art. I like art a lot. Art's like one of my favorite things in life. Like it's so fun. Um, the $1,000 art tablet does look cool as hell. I'm not saying technology isn't cool. I'm just saying that it shouldn't. It's not the thing holding you back. It's you. You are holding yourself back, but we all know it. No matter what tool you have, you can still be trash anyway. So, um, but yeah, for me, art is really cool for me because I feel like I can truly embrace like my humanity, like the frustrating parts of being a human and like the insecurities of being an artist. Like, art really opens up like the world, like the whole journey for me. Um, and yeah, a lot of the times, like it's not like fun to be forcing yourself to like really pursue creativity. Like it's not easy, especially when you're trying to learn different techniques and you're trying to learn different skills. Like it's really hard. And seeing other people succeed more than you, like that's also really annoying. And people don't talk about like, yeah, like art is very encouraging and very fun. And like I 1000% agree. Everyone should get started, but like it's not easy and it's really annoying. Especially when you like you're trying to be good and you're not good. Like that's infuriating, for anybody, but especially art because there's no guide to how you make your best art. Like there's no way. Like all you can learn is what other people do for themselves, but you have to just stumble and fumble all day, every day to figure out how you make your art the best that you can make it. And that process is really annoying. And yeah, people don't talk about how hard it is to like stay motivated or like that it even that like it's not it's like a you problem if like you are getting discouraged. I'm like, no, it's a hard thing to do. And I just want to acknowledge like, yeah, like this isn't always fun. Like it's hard. Like this is a tough thing to do. And again, that's what makes it worth it though, you know what I mean? It's a paradoxical nature, but like that's what I believe in. That's what I'm saying. Like art is hard, dude. And the more you are honest with yourself, the more you can grow at it. But yeah, I'm not gonna say art is like super fun and easy all the time. Especially like just practicing and practicing, knowing that you're not there yet, or you're still struggling with this one thing or whatever. Like it's hard. And that's why it's good to have community, but also it's good to be honest with yourself and like know your limits and know like when to practice, when to take it easy. But the more you know yourself, the more you can improve, in my opinion. So I think it's important. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been stuck on every element of art at some point in time for a long period of time. Like whether it be your point portions, like coloring. I didn't color for like 7 years. Like I everything was black and white. I couldn't render. I didn't know what rendering was. Like what you're seeing now has been like 2 months of dedicated effort. And even now, rendering is still kind of hard for me. Like rendering, art is really difficult. It's worth it, but it's fucking hard, man. And I refuse to not acknowledge how hard it is. And like sometimes it feels like people who are already very practiced at it, not that they didn't go through their own struggles, but they like the narrative is that like everything's like peachy easy. You just gotta like practice and you're good. I'm like, no, bro, this shit's hard. It's so fucking hard. And no matter how good you get, you just realize how much you don't know. So no matter how like there's no like moment when you're like, oh, I get it now. It's like no, it's always a struggle every time I draw. Every time I look at a blank canvas, I get nervous. When I start streaming, I'm like, I don't know if I'm even gonna make art that's like worth streaming. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what's gonna happen when I try. And that going through that every day is not easy. It takes a lot of mental resilience to like be honest with yourself and like practice and like just take it like just assume like just to like be vulnerable. Like it's not easy. But it's I don't know. It's worth it. It makes me feel very human though, and I like feeling human, especially when like everything feels so easy nowadays. I like how difficult art is for that same reason because like it makes me struggle. It makes me wonder like, okay, I want to get better, but like I guess I just gotta get good, you know. So in that way, like I like art because it makes me feel like I'm doing something that other people aren't willing to do because it's too hard. So it makes me feel cooler by extension. I have a lot of feelings. Absolutely, art can be. It's why art is so common. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like there's nothing wrong with it. Admitting the fact that like art is hard and you don't want to do it all the time. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's fine. Like, that's just you being honest with yourself. Yeah, I think if as a community, I wish we were more honest with like how art makes us feel because like it's not easy. And that's kind of like I've always felt like this though. but I didn't really feel like I needed to say it out loud because it just seemed like people were just like not on the same wavelength. But as I've started sharing with people, like a lot of people feel like, yeah, art's really hard and it doesn't feel good to suck at something. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, so we all feel the same way. So I'm like, I feel like I want a space personally where I can be like, not just complain about it, but just acknowledge, like, hey, man, it's just kind of hard, dude. Oh, yes and no. I think if you're a graphic designer or like, because I've made iconography, like I made like symbols and stuff, and that tool is amazing because like drawing back and forth like is really hard. It just takes a lot of time. Um, but I do think that the mirror tool does hold you back when you're in general if you're trying to practice, because like obviously like it's kind of taking half of the experience away from you, and if you were on paper, you would have to just learn how to draw symmetrical, or at least draw in things that like they're balanced each other's weight, you know? But with the mirror tool, things are gonna look flat every single time because like it's like yeah. Sorry, short answer is yes. I think it holds. I think that it's really comfortable to use, 100%. Like I'm not gonna like feel like don't use it. You know, it's like killing you. Like it's not killing you, but you're denying yourself a lot of perspective study by using that tool, and your drawings will always look kind of flat because it's not as visually interesting. So if you're just sketching and stuff, I would dissuade you from using that tool. Even though it is fun to use and it is nice to use, like don't do it. It will be something that's kind of like a crutch for a while. And again, all your drawings look incredibly flat, no matter what you do. No matter how many like random design choices you make, like it's gonna look flat. uh, Real, my brother started with art, and every time I sketch something as an example, he gets all shaky and stressed because yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like your sketch will you if you are starting to make art, you will suck at art. Sorry, like that that's just the truth, and that's okay. Like that's fine. Like we're not no one like there's no like referee that's like you made bad art, you're banned. It's like no man, like you're learning how to make art. Like you're gonna suck. Sorry. Like it's okay to suck at art for a little while. It's fine. It's no big deal. Like relax, bro. But yeah, like actually, I was just talking to my coworker about this because apparently he had a similar like he used to do art, but like wasn't like lost motivation stuff like that. And I was drawing on a whiteboard in the office, and I was like, hey, this is like how I perceive things. He said, oh shoot, like I'm not there yet, but I realized that like I can get there because like you got there. So it was like a really cool conversation to have with like a real life person about it. But yeah, it's like look, it's tough. So not, sometimes I see indie games, excuse me, on like Roblox. He's a child, and you can obviously the artist used a mirror tool, and it didn't bother to add any nuance. It's just some hopium. Never. I want you to suffer because art is suffering. Just kidding. Yeah, I say all this because I think that, in my opinion, I think we all want to be really good at what we do. In this case, art, and I think that taking the hard road in art is always going to serve you in the long run. Always, no matter what. I think every shortcut you take when you're sketching and drawing is going to hold you back. It's going to be a crutch that you're going to deal with later. So I'd rather you struggle a lot now and want to give up rather than like feeling like you're really good and you choose not to improve until one day you realize that you're not as good as you thought you were because you don't have the same tools you had. I don't want that to happen to you. That's just sad. And then while you're struggling with like trying your best, I want you to share and talk about it so we all can be on the same page, being like, wow, art is kind of hard, but like we're all in it together, you know? I find that more encouraging and more honest than like us all trying to like use this use a lot of like tricks to like make it seem like we're really good and we're like not comfortable. I have tried animation. I can do it. It's all right. My most recent animation. I'm not an animator like at all. I get the idea and I do get into it to like practice every so often. But my animations are like 2 frame whatever. It's like they're just really straightforward. But I get the idea. Like, oops. Um, here's like a real basic like little animation. I get the idea, but I'm like it's not really something I'm trying to do right now. But I do like the idea of animation. It's really fun to do. It just takes so much time. And right now, I'm more invested in like still art, drawing, and rendering right now as opposed to animation. But I think when I get into it, I think I can enjoy it a lot more personally. But this is not my main focus right now. More for like a joke. No, I mean like more when I'm teaching it, I make a sketch. I get performances out of it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's true. That's real. It's ironically because I've streamed so much nowadays. Like I've kind of gotten used to feeling that same insecurity over and over again. So that feels nice. But yeah, I would say when I first started streaming, I didn't stream drawing. I streamed League of Legends. Funny enough. Um, and even when I was streaming League of Legends, I'm like the worst player ever. Like if I like had like a 3 game lose streak, I'm like I'm wasting everyone's time. I'm garbage. um, and then same thing with like when I started streaming art because I was a bit more confident with it. I was like, no one's gonna want to watch my busted ass art. Like I'm terrible at this. Like people are wasting their time watching me. And like sometimes I draw. I feel like I draw on stream, and like the entire stream, I feel like I didn't draw anything interesting. I thought everything was like kind of mid, like all the sketches anyway. And I just kind of sleep with that, being like I feel like I wasted my time. Like I feel like I didn't impress anybody. Like my art wasn't good enough to show it to anybody, you know. Um, and I felt like that for a long time, honestly. I kind of just bullied myself through it. I guess I don't think I had like a really good coping mechanism for it, but I kind of just kept with it, and eventually I got to a point where I'm like, okay, my art is like good enough to watch, but that wasn't until like a year after I started streaming art. Like it did not come naturally to me to like share my whole process online so earnestly, I guess, like from start to finish. Because I'm not gonna finish everything. I'm not gonna always have the right proportions. Like I might not even finish what I'm doing. Um, and I had to just like be okay with that. But ironically, I think it made my art a lot better because I just lean like having like exposing yourself to like the public. It makes you, it forces you to be vulnerable in a way that like you can't do on your own. And after a while, I think it really does actually make it feel, you become more okay if you can keep up with it. Like you become more accepting of yourself and your flaws, I think. But it's not comfortable for a while, like to 100%. Especially when I'm trying to show someone something and I can't even draw like a simple figure that I always draw. I'm like, bro, what's going on right now? I'm like the worst artist ever, I guess. So yeah, I feel that. I've never played Deltarune. I used to be a big gamer, and by that I used to play a lot of League of Legends, but I haven't played like a single player game in like a long time. So any game that's come out in the past like 5 years, I probably in this like a popular single player game I haven't played. So I haven't played Undertale, I haven't played Deltarune, I haven't played like anything. Not that they're not interesting. I just like I'm just usually drawing at this, you know. I sometimes think about like maybe going through like a gameplay for like when I'm like taking a break from art or something like that every so often. You know, I guess I feel like I never would take a break, but sometimes I'm like maybe I should play a game for like the stream or whatever. But I'd have to see if like people actually like are interested in like watching me play a game as opposed to me drawing all the time. Because I do like drawing too, so it's kind of like whatever. But yeah, if you guys ever want to see me play a game or like see me play like a 15-minute horror game or something like that, let me know. That's not something I haven't really like opened my stream brain to it, but I do think some games are fun to play. So like, I think I'm pretty good at the games I play. I'm kind of a min-maxer when I play games, so I'm pretty serious. I feel like so. If there's a game you guys want to see me play, let me know. I'll consider it. I'll play a little like gameplay things. I can't. I played what's it called uh it's a robot. What's it called, bro? Overkill. I played Overkill a little bit on stream a long time ago. That game was pretty fun. That game was hard. Oh my, Overkill? When you had to fight V2, oh my god. I'm like, I'm pretty good at games, but this guy's like, this guy's cooking me. Oh my god, that game was hard. I think I beat it. I beat like the first deal, like the original game. I didn't play the DLCs because that game I had to take a break. That game was fucking hard as shit. I enjoyed it though. It was very fun. But that was like the last game I played on stream. That was a long time ago. You know what game I never really understood? Hey, it's Bodana. Oh my, Bodana. Long time no see, brother. Welcome back. Welcome back from the Shadow Realms, brother. How are the demons? Jarvis, how do you draw a volleyball? Jarvis, help. I can't draw volleyballs. I don't even know how to draw a volleyball. Honestly, if you plan to make more content like gaming, automatic for it? Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. Oh yeah, I meant yeah, your edit that you sent in the Discord, that was so cool. That was really awesome. Like I think I told you then, but like that was cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, if I can find a game that like people would want to see, and it's like a little bit less invested, so I can still draw and stuff like that, like I'd be open to it. That sounds very fun. Hey, silly, welcome back, man. Nice seeing you again. May one named Terrence. Happy you're back, brother. It's nice seeing you again. All the homies. All das homies. And what game? What genre? I mean, I kind of always want to play like a JRPG. I think I'd never played a whole JRPG. Excuse me, RPG. I never actually played a whole game before. I usually get lost and I get bored and then I get like I make a new account and I do the same thing again and I'd never beat it. There's okay, so here's the hey, that's how we all hey, I was taking commissions before I was ready, bro. I get it. I'll let you know. It's okay. You don't well, you owe me money now, I guess, but it's fine. We can talk about your payment later. All right, my name, Boxot. So I'm gonna be a little cringe. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys. Don't laugh at me, please. Um, so my first online name when I was playing like Club Penguin and stuff, like way back, it was what was it? It's been so long. So I liked Link from Legend of Zelda, and I liked Zatch Bell. That's what it was. Like the anime with like the kids. It sounds weird. They're like demons. Whatever. I like Zatch Bell. So the first name I had online was Link Bell, and I ran with that name for like probably like 3 years. No, actually, no, it's probably like 5 years. I ran with this name for a long ass time. And then one day I was playing a game. I don't know if I made an account in that game or something, but I couldn't get this name. I was like, yo, no one picks Link Bill. What the hell's going on here? So I was like, damn, I gotta come up with a new name. So then I was watching Naruto, and I liked what's his face Naruto. Um, and I liked Kakashi. Like he just was a cool white haired, he's made to be cool. Like what do you want from me? Um, and then sorry, what am I doing? She. So it was Kakashi, and I can't remember like what the first part was. It was Raka, but I don't remember where I got the name from. So I went with Rakachi for a long time, which was kind of cringe, not gonna lie, but like it's it's what I did. So so this was my username for a long time. Um, and then I think I got older, and I think I was like one time I was like flirting with like okay like I want to make a YouTube. This is way back, but I was like I want to make a YouTube channel. I'm gonna make a gaming channel when I was like a kid, and I was like trying to fake record a video, and I was like yeah here's Rakachi guys. I'm like Rakachi bro, that sounds so like cringe. I was like I can't say this name out loud in the camera. I was like I can't do it. So then I was like I need to like reinvent myself because like I'm as an older person like I'm not sticking with this name bro. It's too damn cringe. Um, and then I went with the like I like the idea of like a box is pretty inoffensive, so I was like, okay, box, it just sounds cool. And then obviously the name was taken for the game I was trying to play, so I was like, box, box et, nah, box at, nah, box ought, and I was like, that looks kind of cool. Rakachi is not fire, bro. uh, You can take the name. I'm done with Rakachi. You have all the copyright laws. I'm done with that name. Um, so then I chose Box Odd just because it seemed like the coolest transition after Box, and then Box Odd became my running name for a long time, in my adulthood anyway, or like kind of like my older kid adulthood anyway, and I've been running with Box Odd for a long time. So that's kind of like the evolution. It's kind of random, but that's like the evolution of like the name. There's not a lot of logic to it, but hey, Rare. So that's where the name came from. So it doesn't mean much. It's just a fun name that like it seems easy to understand. Yeah, I think box out it looks nice. It's easy to say. It's kind of friendly to like. Oh yeah, I'm watching box out. Like, it doesn't seem like offensive. So I'm like, yeah, box out just seems like a good name. I don't know. But yeah, as I've had the name for a long time, I like it more and more. I just think that it's easy for people to like conceptualize. I guess I don't know. I'm not sure what the right word is, but it's easy for people to digest. I guess. But ironically, though, I did learn that people often mistake Boxot for Botox, which wasn't part of the plan. So for some people, I go as Botox because that's all they can see. So that the name is Boxot, not Botox. But I get the confusion. I didn't realize it looks so much like Botox. So when people are like, "Oh my God, it's Botox," I'm like, "Where are you getting Botox from?" I'm like, "Oh, I guess I see it now." So I guess my alter ego is a Botox slave. So that's the history of all the nicknames I've gotten so far. I've heard Boxolotl, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty cute. Definitely not like a name I like endorse, but it is funny. And if it's funny, I'll let it ride because the jokes are funny. I thought for a split second when I glanced your name. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Botox is something that like I completely understand where it's coming from. It's not the name, but I see if you say it, I get it. It's fine. I understand it now. I'm not giving you guys permission to call me Botox though. I'm just saying, if you accidentally understand it to be Botox, I'm not mad. But yeah, I think it's just a fun name. I don't know. I feel like you can't be mad I got named Box Up. Oh, you know what game I have been playing though? Yeah, I hope you succeed. I love all artists you are. No, that's not the box up mindset. No. I need to let you know. I hate you. Don't ever draw. Give it up. It's funny because I don't mean to sound like that, but like when I really think about how I feel when I'm saying certain stuff, I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. I'm like, I hate your art. Like I don't hope you succeed. Because that's how I feel. Because I think art there's a whole dynamic to art that I feel like is ignored sometimes because everyone's trying to be too positive. I'm like, I art is positive and cool, and everyone should do it, but also it's really hard and like it's tough and like also I hate people. Like I hate when people are better than me. Like to be honest, sorry, but because of me. But I hope that people can see my paradoxical knowledge and like kind of see where I'm coming from. And it seems like a lot of people do, which is nice because I'm like I'm not like I'm being a little funny, but also I'm being like kind of serious. Like this is my truth. Like I can't if I say it any other way, I'm not being honest. So, but I want to be like transparent when I say things. So this is like genuinely how I feel. But I'm very optimistic. So like it's a weird dichotomy of like who I am and like how I operate. But it's true. This is how I feel in real life too. Like even things that aren't art, it's kind of like I think everything matters, but also nothing matters in a way. It's hard to be me. Your art is everything. It starts off. You need to draw yourself now. No, I think art is a very fun thing to talk about because it's such a journey and it's such like a insecure, vulnerable thing you do. That's what I'm saying. I want to hate all of you guys. I want all of you guys to make art that makes me want to like quit because you guys are so damn good. That's what I want to see from you guys. If like your art doesn't intimidate me or like your passion and your practice doesn't intimidate me, I'm not scared of you. I don't think you'll ever be as good as me, and that's kind of annoying. It's kind of like, well, I feel like you should like if you care about what you're doing, you should like care about it enough to like make me feel nervous. You know what I mean? Nah, art should be exhausting. You should be giving your all to art within a reason, obviously. I'm a full grown adult. I don't have time to like be giving everything to art, but like as much as I can because art is awesome. It's like the only thing in life that is truly difficult, and I don't have to do it, but I want to get better at it. You know what I mean? Like that, like it's just cool. Like I like the fact that it's completely optional. So it's like a side quest that like I don't have to do, but like if I do it, I can be really good at it, and that's just kind of cool. I don't know. And no matter what you do, like you're always getting better if you practice. Like even if you suck, like you just will get better, and that's kind of cool. I think everyone should be an artist. Like I think if you're an artist, you're a better person. Ah, it's been grayed out. Um. So yeah, I think everyone should draw. Like I don't know. It's weird. Hard to be a bad person when you have earnestly gone through your insecurities and you learn how to draw. In my opinion, like it's just you should just draw. Um, no, dude, we will starve and die for art. Exactly. I want everyone to cut off their ears, and I want you to hear nothing. I'm gonna cut off my ears so I don't have to hear more excuses. 100%. No cap. On God. Be so for real right now. I've been doing a duck. Hey, nice, Facility Bean. Love to hear it. Love to see it too if you can. If not, also fine. I will say though, I was expecting a lot more whiplash with the, because I didn't really make videos. Obviously, I'm sure you guys can kind of notice, but I didn't really make like my perspective on videos. 'Cause I feel like my perspective was kind of warped. I guess I'm not sure like what you want to call it. I was in the military for a long time. I was like in submarines and like special forces, so like my perspective on life is a bit, I don't want to say tough, but it's a bit like nihilistic to an extent. This is how I had to operate for such a long time. So I was like, I'm not sure if like what I'm saying is going to resonate with most people, but it seems like it resonates with a ton of people. So I'm like, okay. I'm happy that like I don't sound like I sound crazy, but not crazy in a way where like I'm like not being honest with myself or something. So I am happy that it seems like a lot of people can get past like my weird nihilistic tendencies and kind of see what I'm trying to say because like this is how I feel, and I don't know how else to say it and who to talk to about it. Because like again, like kind of like what I'm saying before, it's like a lot of people you don't meet a lot of like people who get it in life, so it's hard to find an outlet to like voice my opinions when I feel like they're extreme, but like only certain people get it, you know. So it's nice to find so many people who like resonate with what I'm saying, even if I don't agree. Like they just can hear what I'm trying to say. Like that's cool. So I'm really happy about that, and I kind of want to keep sharing with people if like, and again, like, if you disagree, like that's fine. Like I'm just happy that like just people who will hear me out, you know, and that's awesome. I never really had that before, so and art's still relatively new to me, so I'm still trying to figure out like what it all means to me. But I can tell you it fucking sucks sometimes. It's really fun though. What's up, Sora? I'm glad you're here. Nice seeing you. No, I see. Nice, nice. Understandable, understandable. How to draw eye from side perspective. Jarvis, enhance. Hey, Kelly. Long time to see, dude. Sora, like ChatGPT. Sora did not last long at all. Also, I didn't know what Sora was supposed to be. They were like, oh, it's like a social media for like AI generated videos. I'm like, who wants that? Because I'm like, what does it even mean to be a good Sora creator? I'm like, what is this? And obviously it died because like it literally had no purpose. Like I was like, what? Like this is the most waste of time. Like what a waste of resources. Like I did not understand what Sora was supposed to be, and I don't think they did either. That shit was trash. Thank you, thank you. I do feel very, I feel very cute. That's true. Thank you. I, I feel like I'm very bonita. Wow, long ass neck. Um, No, this is real. Yeah, that's. I agree. That's fair. That's fair. That's what I thought you meant, and I'm happy that what I thought and what you meant was the same thing. Very cool. But it's nice seeing you regardless. I love seeing all the bird homies. I'm so cute, dude. I y'all wish you all as cute as me. No, I got a wife who loves me, bro. I know I'm cute. Also, as a dude, I'm pretty short, and I feel like I'm very like I'm not like physically intimidating in that way. So I feel very cute. Like in terms of like, do I feel handsome or cute? Like I'm definitely more on the funny, cute end as opposed to like the handsome, like hot end. I feel like absolutely. Nah, if you guys think I'm cute, bro, let me know. Sometimes I gotta know. How would I know? You guys gotta feed my ego, man. Because okay, so the plan is right. Yeah, he blushing. Now the plans I blow up, right? I get a million subscribers, and then I forget all of you guys, and I forget where I came from, and I act completely different, and I only generate art. That's the plan. So I need you guys to help me get there, so I can forget where, so I can get canceled immediately. If you guys can help me, kind of get to that whole arc. Like I gotta get to the apology video arc. You know what I mean? So if you guys know me speedruns to get there, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone here is pretty cute. That's true. I appreciate that. You keep me humble. Like I only draw for my haters. They hate us because they ain't us. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this piece right now. Yeah, yeah, like I need you guys to let me know when it's time to act different. As soon as that happens, let me know, and I'm about to change up real quick. When I can make a buck from a video, I'm gonna do a one video and only do ads. Oh, still working on it. And by that I mean I'm not working on it right now. I want to keep working on it. I am actively not because I find it hard. But I need to get back into it because I'm acting kind of like a pussy. But I'll get to it eventually. I honestly I kind of want to change the formatting of how I want to do the story. I think the vertical scrolling was like interesting, but I think I want to tell in a more manga style, like left to right or right to left, I guess, whatever. Um, but it was really good, and I think that I learned a lot doing it. So I kind of want to keep it going, but I might radically change the way it looks. Which is kind of that was kind of the point. I kind of just want to try something new. But yeah, making a comic is so hard, dude. Like people make it look not that they make it look so easy, but like people are really good at it, and like it's the barrier of entry to making a comic is like I feel like it's kind of high. Like not even just to make art for it, but to like put things together in a way for people to read and understand, and to capture the feelings of the characters and emotions. Like that's pretty difficult. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it was. But I think it's really cool to do. So I know I still have a desire to like, keep it up. So I'll get to it eventually. I'm just kind of scared. I'm scared. I'll admit it. I'm a little freaked out. I got cooked a little bit. Well, you know what game I have been playing? I thought you said I thought you said you're about to say something else. I've been playing what's it called? Mecha Chameleon. That game is actually really fun. I've been enjoying that. If you guys want to see me play that, let me know. I do enjoy that game. Like I played it with my younger sister. She's 25, but I played it with her, and that game was like really silly. But I kind of played it my own a little bit, and that game's actually like really fun. If you guys want to see me play that, I will play Mecha Chameleon. That game is super fun. Uh, yesterday was my sister's birthday. I hope that's birthday. Like it's a funny play of words. I'm not really sure, but good for her, regardless. The worst part about trying to make sorry, the worst part is trying to make people give a damn in the place we call in the world the wide web. In a very abstract way, I completely agree. Honestly, I think when it came to like at least art, like online creativity, um, Yeah, the Mecha Chameleon is pretty fun. I actually like that game a lot. Best $5 ever spent. Now, Mecha Chameleon, no, not Mecha Chameleon, I'm sorry. I think the advent of ad revenue ruined online content creation because then like it started like metagaming the like, oh, if I can get like a rise out of people, if I could like follow the same like or comedic formula, or if I can get all the kids to watch my YouTube channel, then like I can get like all kinds of ad revenue and stuff like that. And I think people start being a lot more disingenuous with the things that they make. Not that there's people who like aren't earnest still, but like I think there's a lot more people who like are trying to game the system or gauge a lot of reaction, you know? So I think that, and even with art too online, it's like I think that when people realize like, oh, if I can hop on a trend, I can make my art more popular. So they start kind of making more like things for the average person. So I think ad revenue online really messed up the online creation space personally. Of course, like there's a lot more elements to it, but I think it's a big part. Like not gonna lie, because if there were no like if there was no money to gain with content creation, there's no reason to like scam the system. Like there's just none. You just make stuff that you want to make and move on, you know? But as soon as like you can make money, like it's a different game now for some people. But they'll like just like lie and cheat and scam and like, do whatever to like get a buck. And I think that sucks. So that's my perspective personally. And in that way, if like we're talking about the abstract crown, I think that's kind of like how I imagine that. I'm saying that uh the online creation space, whether it be art or whatever, is tainted by money. She's racist. She's blacked out. Why did she white out? Racist. Fine. I'm joking. I'm joking. But that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And make it. Yeah, we'll slow down, slow down. Yeah, true. It's family friendly, guys. Family friendly. You guys can't read? Hello? Family friendly, guys. Come on. There's nothing going. I don't see. I don't know what's going on, guys. Relax. Sorry. The making is so fun. I joined. My phone tends to die. Yo, that's funny. Yo, that's such a funny response, Cat. That's so funny. Yeah. Yeah. Man. Oh, that's so funny. Um, yeah, if you guys want to do like a Mecha Chameleon thing, let me know. I'd be interested in doing that because again, it's super fun. Shit, that's such a funny response, dude. People hating on people is so funny to me for no reason. Man, it's family friendly, guys. Come on, get your mind out the gutter. See, it's not you guys. It's corn dog. You guys, come on. You should just give me a modest point. I should. I should. If you give me if you give me like $100, I'll make you a mod for like 100 hours. Actually, I'll do you better. 100 minutes for $100. Uh, I think if you're cool with me extorting money out of you, then I think you make a great mod, personally. I don't see a problem with this deal. This is a really good deal. Best deal. It doesn't get better. You'll be the best mod we've ever had. Nothing can go wrong, I promise. You so sleepy? That's fair. Uh, looking for something to paint. Looking for something to paint. Then sleep. Sleep. It's hard not to say that every time someone says like I'm so sleepy. It's like you know what you should do. I have an idea. There's also when people are like, I'm hungry. I'm like, you know what you should do? Another 50 billion. I gotta get the box out stream. Invest in my channel. This is the best channel. Subscribe, please. Biggest milkers ever seen. For free. It's all free. Just one subscription. China. I'll stop before I get banned. Best burp you've ever seen. one, one subscription goes to Israel. Oh man, that's too funny. Yeah, $1 to Boxa is $1 to the Iranian Empire. Guys, we have to support the war, guys. Come on, all of America wants this. Come on, please. We just need one small loan of $97 billion, please. Come on. We ran out of missiles. My bad. We forgot to stock it in the back. My wife thinks I'm very strange, but also she's really weird too, so it's fine. I think she's weirder than well. I take that back. I think we're past weirdness. I think we're kind of in like this like awesome place in our lives where like, we can both be unapologetically strange, and we just kind of egg each other on. I think my wife can be really strange sometimes. I call her out, being like, "Hey, you're being weird. Please stop." Out of love, but like, just please stop. That's like best art trade you've ever seen. Black MILF Bommy Milker. All you have to do is watch the stream and you get one free mommy milker sketch. It's a great deal. It's perfectly hand generated. Really you can't lose, really. All you have to do is sit here and exist and I draw. Like it's a great deal, honestly. If I were you, I would take it 100%. Why are you bullying your life? I think everyone should be bullied. Honestly, I think the problem is that we don't bully enough. So people start talking reckless. I think we should bring bullying back. Just kidding. Well, I'm half kidding. I think that like, cause I have an older brother, and we're really tight. He's never been like super mean to me like in that way. But when I was a kid, I used to play a lot of games and stuff. Like, would it be like Dragon Ball Z or like whatever? Um, and my family used to beat my like they used to be really annoying and like they make fun of you when I lose in games stuff like that. But like it was kind of funny too. Like I hated that they were kind of cooking with their jokes, but also it was at my expense and I hated it. But honestly, I find the humor very funny though. Like to be a hater for no reason, like that shit is so funny. Um, yo, that's a wild dude. Yeah, it's too funny. Um, so for me personally, hating is has a special place in my heart because I find it like hilarious, especially when it's unwarranted. It's too funny. Everyone, and then the people who like haven't experienced it, they just have no bandwidth to like to deal with it, and like they just can't like they get thrown a back when you're like, why are you hating on me? I'm like, because it's funny, you react to it. But I should stop. I'm just not good enough to stop. Like I need you to like stop reacting to me, but they can't, and it's kind of funny. Of course, like don't be mean, but also like being kind of mean is a little bit funny. And also it throws people off too. Like I think a lot of my relationships are made better because like no matter who you are to me, I will throw jabs because it's kind of funny. Hates? Nah. I think it's the exact word I'm looking for. 100%. I mean it. I like when I say it, I mean it. Because like that's where it's coming from. I know what I said. Like I'm almost 30 years old, bro. I don't need to act like I'm something I'm not. I am past the performative age of my art career. I am very lively today. I got a lot of sleep, and my work day was pretty cool. It was actually kind of a lot of work, but it's okay. My cousin's an unrageable rage baiter. Honestly, yeah, like those are like the funniest people in my opinion. Hilarious. I think it's all about context. I think you can say like any word that you say in the English language can is if you say it in a certain context is completely offensive, but if you say it in a different context, it's like completely fine. I think context when it comes to communication is everything. So yeah, I think when I say hate, I think that for other people, if they were to say hate, it'd have a completely different connotation. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I'm almost 80. Yeah, please. I'm not that old, please. I still have years left in me. I still can go golfing with the kids. I still watch Despicable Me. Please. Guys, please, I'm not chopped, please. It's not my fault. 150. Yeah. I should just give up on man. I remember when I was like in high school and I was like 17. I met like the first 24-year-old that like was like kind of cool and like at like school. Like they were like a student teacher and I was like, oh my god, he's so old. Like, yo, 24 is so young, bro. Well, honestly, like I think old is like you're like 75. Like no, honestly, no. Old to me is like 90. Like that's when I'm like, okay, you're like a senior citizen. Like you're like old, old. But honestly, if you're like 60, like you're still pretty young. Like you still got like a good 4 years in you, hopefully. And that's a long time. Like a lot can happen in 40 years. But yeah, when you're like 90, I'm like, okay, you are like, you probably won't live for another 20 years. Like you're pretty old. Furries, I think the artistic expression about with furries is pretty cool. I think furries are very creative people, or like as a creative group anyway. I don't really understand like if someone's a furry because they just like the idea of like furry, that's cool. Um, for some people, I think they call them theorians and stuff like that, where they feel like they need the furry persona to feel like they are who they are. I think that's really interesting, and I have a hard time understanding like exactly like what that feels like, so I can't like empathize that much. But I do think it's like interesting. Yeah, I don't know who uses those emotions or those emoticons. Like, what's ramen doing there? When am I gonna react with ramen? Um, but I do think like artistically speaking, furries are very creatively charged people, and I find that really cool. Also, I think furries have. It seems like furries seems like there's a lot of kinks with furries, which is interesting. So it's interesting to learn more about like kind of what makes them tick and like how they operate. You don't want to be a big fluffy fox with a big tail. No, but if there was a black bimbo furry that had a big tail and they were a big fluffy fox, I'd be all about it. Um, yeah. So I don't fully understand like what the feeling is to feel like you need to have that kind of persona. But if that's like how you roll and you're still like cool and creative, like that's fine to me, I guess. Fixing myself in my bed, fair. Yeah, I think furs are fine. I don't know. Like I think just like any other group ever online, like I think there's like bad actors and good actors, like it's whatever. So I think I guess I don't really have a strong opinion on furries. I think they're fine, whatever. I don't. Okay. Also, I don't think I've met I've met two furries in my life that I worked with. And again, I didn't even know like that was something they were all about up until like half a year of meeting them. Like it wasn't like it's part of their persona, but also like they're just people. like there was nothing weird about it, you know. And then when I learned, I was like, oh, like wow, that's really interesting. I asked like, okay, like what's it like to like where do you like interact with other furs? I guess it's really interesting to me. Um, yeah, because I don't know because even with like my strange art tendencies dot 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 I feel like I'm open enough with like the online art space where like obviously I think if you know what I draw, you know what I draw. It's like whatever. But I don't think I'm open enough to like be sharing with like people that like I don't think I tell my grandma what I draw. You know what I mean? But I feel like some people have like that confidence, which I don't know if I have that confidence yet. Like I'm happy with like sharing to people who are in the space of like art, but I'm not like ready to be like, yeah, my name is Boxa and I draw big mommies, you know. So it's kind of weird for me. So when I meet furries who are very open about what they do, I like no matter who you are, for me it's like, oh, well, this is interesting. Like I don't really know how to like consume. I don't know how to like go from here. But it is very interesting. art should disturb the comfort in. Yeah, I agree. Like I think that it if I don't know how I would like process my desire to see big booby women without drawing. You know what I mean? So I think art for me, it's a cool. Like not that I only draw stuff like this, but like obviously I do like drawing stuff like this. So art for me kind of helps me get that outlet without like I don't know what the alternative is, but like whatever the alternative is, and it's not that. I can just draw the stuff I think is cool and like move on with it. So for me, that's what art is cool. I'm getting a phone call. One sec.